We in here. What's up? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the pipeline, y'all. What's going on? Seemed like I've been gone forever and a day. Y'all know me. Y'all probably didn't even think I was gonna come on. I know y'all didn't. Y'all ain't think I was gonna come on. Thank y'all for coming in here. Shout out to my new subs. I'd be surprised that I still be getting people subscribing to the channel, honestly. Like, because with me being distant and really not being consistent, I still get subscribers every day. So shout out to y'all, to the new subs. Feel free to pull up and park. Hit the like button for me if you in here. Also hit the subscribe notification if you in here, right? Hey, y'all, I'm kind of going. I got to take me a little second real quick. I should have went to the bathroom before I came on live. I should have went to the bathroom. So y'all come on in here. I don't know how many people gonna come in here, but we gonna mix some stuff up today. We gonna mix some stuff up today because I miss y'all. Shout out to y'all. Pull in here, park. Man, hit the subscribe button for me if you in here. I'll be right back. No, don't. I'm in the bed, y'all. Or unless you gonna end up breaking her on accident. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Baby Pipeline, help me up for a second. I know y'all like, girl, come on. Girl, what you doing? Okay, y'all, so listen. I've been working on my little intro. I know y'all probably heard. I know y'all heard some of it, but I'm going to still let y'all hear a little bit of it. So I got two. I don't know which intro I'm going to go with, but I was going to come with like a whole different like theme song or whatever. So I decided to come with my own music. But I might have to change some stuff up, and I still don't know what part I'm going to take, y'all. That's them stairs. Hold on, I'm a little winded. Okay, I'm going to let y'all hear it. I don't know if y'all can hear it. If y'all can't hear it, let me know. Wake up, fix my makeup, take up. I shine so bright, just like a diamond. You would think I'm Jacob, stacking it up like Lego. Gotta connect, gotta Legos. Brand new team, hey, let's go. Double locks on the back door. Come and get this, wake up. Fix my makeup, take up. I shine so bright, just like a diamond. You would think I'm Jacob, stacking it up like Lego. Gotta connect, gotta Legos. Brand new team, hey, let's go. coming, why this money just gotta come, know your class. Where you at? It's surrounded by hood rats, niggas tweaking, loud packs, ain't selling goods for the crack. It's a pack of hood niggas who driving off canned good. Feed them good, I wish I could. I shine so bright, just like a diamond. You would think I'm Jacob, stacking it up like late. That one is called Like a Diamond. I let y'all hear like little snippets of that last time. And let me see this next one. Y'all tell me number 1 in the comment section, or for the next one, hit number 2. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Yeah, I got so much. I'm trying to see which one I want to let y'all hear. Hold on. Whoa, with an icon, with a top down, get fired like a stepper, like a legend. Now look at me, look at my wrist, look at my eyes, look at my thighs, look how they grip. Quick gamble, something like a quick pick, quick when I drip, cause I whip. I got the souls, yeah. I be the boss, yeah. Look at me. Now look at my wrist, look at my eyes, look at my thighs, look how they grip. Quick gamble, something like a quick pick when I drip, cause I whip. I got the souls, yeah. I be the boss, yeah. Look at me. Now, is it my whips? Is it my chips? He love how I whip, pressure. I'm a legend, which is legend. He tryna hop out of my whips. He tryna get me for my chips, but he don't know how I be dipping. I be sipping, I be missing, because I be walking, cause I whip. I got the souls, yeah. I be the boss, yeah. Look at me. Now look at my wrist, look at my eyes, look at. Okay, so that was just a snip of it. Tink! So y'all let me know number 1 or number 2. What you say now?
I said her been liking grape juice.
She do?
Yeah. They did grape juice.
Do you want to say hi to the pipeline?
Hi,
pipeline. Okay, go back in there and put the stuff in there. Let me see. I'm going to finish talking to them. Let me fix your baby for you. Let me put the stuff in there. That's all the juice you want in there? Her grape juice? Okay.
Her tongue like a grape juice, but her horn turned purple.
Her tongue turned purple?
No, her horn.
Oh, her horn turned purple.
Look. It go turn purple.
Oh, that's so cute.
I keep looking at it go turn purple.
Okay, let me talk to Pipeline. I'm coming back out.
Purple?
Yep, I did. It's pretty. Take the dog with you. She came in to chop it over me, but she ain't take the dog with her, y'all, right? So what's up, everybody? Let's get into it. So y'all let me know about song number 1 or song number 2 I should use for my intro. But then I know I'm going to have to do some cutting and snipping, but it ain't nothing for me to take 2 pieces of the song or whatever, put it together for the intro. Intro only going to be a few seconds anyway. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. But back in other news, y'all, a few things I want to talk about that I've been seeing that is just crazy to me, right? First of all, I wasn't even going to talk about this person first, but every other hour is something popping up with this person, which made me be like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and talk about this person first. Because y'all listen, what is going on with Charleston White? What is going on with Charleston? Now, listen, here's the thing, right? This is my personal opinion on Charleston White. To each his own. Feel free to pull up and comment. All comments are accepted, good or bad. Pull up. Listen, I think Charleston White as an individual is a very smart, intelligent man. I really do think he's smart and intelligent at certain times. Do he lack common sense? Absolutely not. But I get confused. I get confused sometimes with the way he delivers his messages sometimes. Like, I get it. We get it, the shock value. We know what shock value is. We know certain things you do or you put in your titles, and different shock value will raise the algorithm and get the numbers and the views coming in. We get all of that. But when do it get to some kind of point where it's like, when is going too far, taking it too far, right? Because things he say when it comes to the community, different things he's doing in the community, I totally can agree and understand what I would say about 90% of the stuff that he says, far as the community and what's going on in the culture. He has very valid, good points. But then on the other flip hand, on the flip side of it, he kind of looking goofy a little bit to me, like to be just his age, and like we get the message, but then it's like you provoking. You provoking, and you kind of poking the bears a little bit too much. Like, when is enough enough, and when is taking it too far for Charleston White. Now, we talked about this with Crip Mac, right? Y'all remember we did like 2-3 days talking about Crip Mac, where he come from and what he's doing, for him to just, come out as this like viral sensation and whatnot. Like, he was doing good numbers, but we also predicted we predicted C-Mac's outcome pretty much on how it could have went. Now, I'm not saying this is it for Crip Mac. I don't think this is it for Crip Mac. I think if he get with the right people, like I always said, if he get with the right people and do some good things and positive, because the boy got a good heart. Crip Mac has a good heart. Charleston White has a good heart. But then the other day, he apologized. He said, okay, I want to apologize to all Nip Hussle fans for what I did because of Crip Mac. Now, Charleston White says he gave Nip Hussle and the Rolling 60 Crips and all these people apologies, I guess, based off of Crip Mac saying he's not going to forgive Charleston White until he apologized about everything he said about Nip. Okay, cool. Everybody like, oh, well, what's going on? What's going on with Charleston White? They must have threatened him. He don't never apologize. Like, y'all know, people was going crazy about this. Like, oh, he's scared. Somebody didn't got a hold to him or whatever. I don't know if he was really crying on YouTube. I don't really know how the whole situation went. I just tapped in and tap out. So when I seen that he apologized about everything he said about Nip, I'm like, respect, because it's only so far you can go dissing the dead. Now, he say, see, this is the contradictive stuff that get me confused with Charleston White. He says, y'all, listen, what's up, y'all? What's up to the people in here? What's up? What's up? So here's the contradictive part, right, to me. He says, I apologize to Nip Hussle. I'm like, okay, that's what's up, Charleston White, because you've been going a little bit overboard with disrespecting the dead. Honestly, you're going a little bit too far with it, Next thing you know, he like, ain't nobody. And then in the same breath, he's like, y'all ain't saying that. What about Tuka? His mom, he did all these interviews with the mothers of Chicago, got them all on Say Cheese and all this different stuff. Y'all need to stop saying smoking Tuka and all this dead stuff. But then today, he do a live and got King Von's autopsy photo. I mean, listen to this. Listen to this. He apologized for everything he said about Nip, based off of Crip Mac. Before all this, he like, y'all need to quit disrespecting the dead rapper, stop saying smoking on Tuka and all this. You apologize, and then you turn around and put a picture. I mean, if this wasn't disrespect, y'all, somebody got to tell me what disrespect is. At his age, I mean, at any age, really, but at his age, you somebody's uncle, you somebody's father, you somebody's husband, somebody's dad. You are a celebrity figure. You are a public figure. Why would you go and grab King Von's after disrespecting King Von and his mama and family and everybody else, something crazy? You go and grab this young man's autopsy photo, put it on your YouTube channel today, and go live and say, I got another rapper locked up. What's his name? Vino or something. And then he made today the national snitch day. He want today to be the national snitch day because he going after, I guess, Flo Malcolm and them allegedly. This allegedly about Soldier, about the Mace incident. I mean, like, it's just getting out of hand. So this is what I'm saying. What we always talk about, that energy you put out. What is Charleston White doing? Is this really all shock value? Because we get the message and we get the points that he is making. We get the points. But the games that he playing and the provoking of what we call these people that's on this demon time, everybody don't care about him being a public figure. Everybody don't care about him doing community and activist work and whatnot and trying to stand for the right thing. So when is standing for the right thing, standing for the right thing? Me personally, I get it. I get Charleston, but I understand. But what I don't understand is the behaviors and the energy that he's putting out into the universe that can come back and bite him in the ASS. I'm gonna be honest. It's getting out of hand. Somebody need to talk to him and sit him down because he's walking a very dangerous line with the games that he's playing on this internet. These is real people, family members, these dead people he doing, and all these gang members he disrespecting, and all these OGs and all these other people. So it's like you telling us we not smart as a people, as a culture, but then you get on this worldwide platform and make us look ignorant at the same damn time. So somebody has to make it make sense. What is Charleston White doing? And do y'all feel like he needs some type of security or some type of group counseling? Somebody need to sit him down because it seemed like it's getting more scarier for him day by day. It's not looking too cool if he don't. And I'm not saying we want nothing bad to happen to Charleston White. We don't want nothing to happen to Charleston White. But I tell you what, if something was to happen, we can't say we ain't see it coming. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. Not even putting no back. Come on. When is taking it too far, too far? Just like we talk about these rappers that do all this disrespecting and did and do all this other stuff for clout or for views or whatever. And then some serious end up happening to them. Well, most of the time we say when they living that life and they on that type of time, like, oh, well, I seen that coming. We seen you can see certain things coming. At this point, I think everybody is telling Charleston White, be careful. I put up into his live. They was calling him, man, it was so disrespectful. I mean, the stuff that his comment section, his live was saying today, when I tapped in, I was like, whoa. And don't get it twisted. He has a very, very loyal following. He has a good following and good supporters that also back him up. But at this point, I'm not saying he's a good person or a bad person. Only thing I'm just saying is he just need to be careful. I like what he represent in certain fashions. And then certain things, I'm like, why would you do that? Why would you say that? And they like, oh, he don't drink. Charleston White, he don't drink. I don't think he do is smoke weed. Man, I'm telling you something. Charleston White is on something. Y'all can say he not. Man, ain't nobody in they just right mind just say the stuff that he say if it ain't some kind of influence involved. I'm not saying, I don't know if he on medication or something is going on that he's on besides that weed. The stuff that comes out of his mouth and the way he goes about it, flamboyant and so arrogant with the disrespect. Now, I could tell if he was, doing it in a different type of way. But the way he go about it is like, man, he on something. I don't care what nobody say. I gotta see a drug test or something. I'm not just buying he smoking weed. I'm not. Then on the light today, like, he don't drink. He don't do nothing. Man, he on something. I don't think the world has ever seen a Charleston White. I mean, who can y'all? They was like, oh, well, he the next Malcolm X, he the next Martin Luther King. I don't think so, because of his actions and the way he conduct themselves. Them men are legends. Malcolm, Martin Luther King, and the list goes so on. They would never indulge in that type of behavior Charleston White is behaving in. So do not compare him to the greats. Now, at this time, can we say he having a viral moment and he has made an impact on the world? Absolutely. Absolutely. You can't take that from him. But certain things, y'all just can't be holding people up to all these high steps. Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and them and Muhammad Ali, they went through way more to get their messages across to the masses, the way that and went through way more turbulent situations and ridicule and everything else, even with racism. So how can we sit up here and say Charleston White is the next one of them? Absolutely not. Whatever we can call him, let's call him that. But he can't sit with the greats. He can't. Does he have shock value? Yes. Does some stuff he say make sense? Yes. Do he help the community? Yes. Is he disrespectful to women? Absolutely. Do he disrespect his wife? Absolutely. Do he disrespect the culture? Absolutely. Do he have any kind of morals and integrity about himself? That's questionable to me. I hate to say it. It's very questionable. That's my opinion. Next subject. Y'all comment what y'all think about Charleston White in there, whatever. Next person who I want to talk about is Ashanti. I don't know if y'all seen Ashanti from Murder Inc., Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, Ashanti the singer. Ashanti used to date Nelly. I think they dated for so long, like 20 years, 15 years. They was together for a long time. But however, did y'all see the interview? Did y'all see the interview on Drink Champs? Shout out to Nori, because I love Nori. I love what he doing over there with Drink Champs. I do. Only thing, he got his liver and kidney. Got to be careful with that show. Got to be careful with that show with his health and his liver and kidneys and stuff. Health overall, right? Because they do a lot of drinking, they do a lot of smoking. But however, I love what Nori is doing over there with Drink Champs. Now, they had Irv Gotti. Y'all, why I get a cramp in my foot? They had Irv Gotti on Drink Champs, right? Hold on, y'all, my cramp. I can't. Okay, that's better. Is the way I had it. Okay, so they have Irv Gotti on Drink Champs, right? So it's like, okay, we want to hear, again for Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti was on there, Ja Rule. I think this is their second time on Drink Champs, if I'm not mistaken, right? So as I'm sitting there, and I didn't watch the whole thing, I didn't. I kind of like schemed through it and whatnot. Who did that just text me? So as I'm watching it, I listen to Irv Gotti. I mean, pillow talk. When we say women, y'all say women pillow talk to our friends and we tell our business, we go on and no. Listen, a lot of y'all dudes, y'all be gossiping and be pillow talking worser than these females. I'm gonna be honest, I have seen some very, very messy dudes in my life. And I have also experienced other people's messy situations with dudes. It's just like certain stuff just ain't for the internet. And y'all know how I feel about all of this. Everything ain't for the internet. Everything ain't for everybody to know. Certain things that went on in Murder Inc. and behind the music and behind their studio walls and they whole little label situation, certain things the masses wasn't supposed to know. Like, I never knew Irv Gotti and Ashanti had a sexual relationship and affair, allegedly. I didn't know that until the Drink Champs interview. And then not only was he looked like a bitter ex. He just sounded so scorned. Like, first of all, you had a whole wife the whole time you had an affair with Ashanti, allegedly. You say you didn't know that she moved on with Nelly. until the whole world found out on TV. He found out that her and Nelly was together on TV. Listen, certain stuff we weren't supposed to know. We just wasn't. And then at the end of the day, he called her all out her name and disrespected her, and just, it was really sad. It was really sad to see that man tear down this Black woman like this on air, on national, worldwide platform. It was very disgusting. It was very disgusting. But this is all what I always say about our Black women. We barely have nobody standing up for us. Ashanti most definitely deserve her flowers. And I think more people should have came, far as the elites and the social circles that she run in or have ran in the past. More people should have came to her defense when it came to the things that Irv Gotti was saying about her. Now, I'm not saying people didn't come to her back and whatever, but it was like, it was quick and it was gone. Okay, Ashanti, they said it, he said this, said that. It stayed in the algorithm about 2 days. That was it. Just imagine the humiliation that she had to endure in this whole process, even probably up until this point. This is putting her business. I mean, he didn't, and then wonder why she want her masters back and different things. He trying to keep her a slave, I think, forever, if he got any control or anything to do with it. He don't want to let publishing go. He ain't trying to let her masters go. He sat up there and told her like, oh no, I'm not giving you this back. He told us everything in the interview. How could your heart not go out to Ashanti after being humiliated and ridiculed by a man who put millions of dollars in your pocket, who had a wife who you still had an affair with, after thinking, oh, let me just do this so I can get this business move done. But look, see, this is what I be talking about, like that cheating stuff and messing with married men and messing with married women. Karma is going to come. Karma will bite you. Is this Ashanti getting her karma after 20 years of doing a lot of different things that probably was against her beliefs, that probably was against her morals, her ethics, her spiritual beliefs, for a bag? So I hear people say, oh, well, Ashanti, she knew he was married the whole time. Oh, she got a sex tape. This and that. It was like so much negativity that I was hearing, just not in regular nail shop salon talk, but also on the internet. It was just like how more people drug her versus taking her back. Try to probably put yourself in her shoes back in them days, or feel for the disrespect that he did on the interview. On top of telling us about the sexual affairs they had, he called her all out her name, and I mean, just disrespect. My mouth hit the floor, y'all. I'm still out of words off of the stuff that Irv Gotti was saying about shit. When y'all get time, go check out that Drink Champs interview, and y'all gonna see what I'm talking about. If you ain't seen that interview with Ja Rule and Irv Gotti, go watch it. Because you most definitely, and Ja Rule, he ain't got nothing to do with nothing. He was like, look, that's my sister. I hate that I'm in the middle. Ja Rule feel like people trying to put him in the middle, and he ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Like, he like, my deal was different from her deal. I don't know what was going on. I know we all family. I just want us to get over. Respect. Like, how can you be mad at Ja Rule for not wanting nothing to do with nothing? So that was another situation. Y'all, I just felt bad for Ashanti. I just felt like it was very disrespectful. And I felt like more people, especially in the elites in that social circle that she run in, to me, should have had her back. Nelly had her back. He called her out on stage and asked her, I think, to the basketball game. He had tickets to a game or something. And then Fat Joe. Now, here's the thing with Fat Joe, right? I like Fat Joe. I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing with his podcast or whatever stuff he got going on. Me, I'm not going to knock no talent. I get credit where credit is due. But far as a personal opinion of a person overall, who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? I'm just basing my opinion. Now, Fat Joe, he comes to Ashanti defense or whatever, he was like, you know, Irv Gotti, you a sucker. I'm like, that's what's up, Fat Joe. That's what's up. You know, he stood up for it, said how he felt this and that and the other. But here's my thing with Fat Joe, and I'm going to be realistic. If I'm wrong, y'all comment and let me know. Fat Joe is a Latino. Right? Shout out to all my Latinos. Shout out to all of y'all. I love Latinos. I love Latinos. I love Hispanics. That's my second type of favorite ethnicity besides my own, honestly. Some of my most loyalest friends are Hispanic. So, listen. It's like, to me, I think Fat Joe be involving himself sometimes too deep into the rap culture. Now, we can't say don't give Joe his flowers. Absolutely give Fat Joe his flowers. He's a big dog in this game. He have worked with a lot of different artists all around the world of different groups, ages, genres, etc. Can't take that from him. But it's kind of like he be needing to stay in his lane with certain situations and conversations and stuff. Like, how you call yourself taking up for Ashanti? And I get it. But do y'all remember let me bring y'all back to why I think Fat Joe look weird after all of this, right? Do y'all remember on the versus battle with Fat Joe and Ja Rule? Do y'all remember he called Vita and what's the name, Lil Mo and them crackhead bees, and where you get them from, out the dope house? Them bees is crackheads. You remember? Do y'all remember the disrespect that he said to our black women during the versus battle? If you ain't seen it, matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let me pull it up for y'all. So it's like, and true enough, at the end or whatever, he gave Ashanti, was it a Chanel bag or was it a Birkin bag he gifted Shanti and Remy with? That was cool. But all through the versus battle, you was calling them crackheads and broke and calling them B's and H's and everything else. So I was confused. Like, so now, did you get them sisters an apology? I don't think he ever even apologized for disrespecting them so bad the way that he did. Because after the versus battle, it was a big old thing. It was a big old thing about how disrespectful he was. I'm about to put it up, y'all, on my iPad. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Let me Fat Joe, Ja Rule versus battle. Hold on, y'all. I shouldn't even have to put that. Hold on. Because I was like, that's crazy. Look, I didn't even have to put it all the way in the Google search. It popped up. Watched it. Listen to this, y'all.
Hello, Key. This is fucked up. If you love real hip-hop, make some motherfucking noise. New York, where the fuck you at?
Hey, yo. You had to bring Remy to save you. This is fucking pathetic.
You got all.
Okay, I gotta stop it. Y'all know YouTube. You gotta wait every few seconds. Right now, my stuff was different. My music was different. But I know this, I gotta do my every 10, 15 seconds thing. But y'all, this was crazy. And honestly, it was after the versus battle that I started looking at Fat Joe kind of like in a different kind of light. You know what I'm saying? As far as a person.
All the dusty bitches back there, John.
Let's go. Hold on.
Let's not go back.
Hey, yo, check this out. Hey, yo, Crack. Just the fact that Remy had to come out to save you, I'm gonna keep that between me and you. Let's go.
Hold on, let me go back one more time. He called him Dusty Beast. Listen, he was talking crazy all night.
Hey, yo, Crack. Just the fact that Remy had to come out to save you, I'm gonna keep that between me. Oh, hold on.
Let's not go
Hey, yo,
back.
hey, yo, check.
You
Yo,
got
let's
all
go.
the other dusty bitches
Hey, yo,
back
let's
there,
go.
John.
Let's go. Hold on.
What? So then, when I see Ja Rule coming to Ashanti defense and say, "Oh, you a sucker just because you sound like you still in love with her, or whatever." So is you mad? Because I'm gonna be honest, Fat Joe was all over Ashanti like crazy on the versus battle. He gifted her with the thing, which made me be like, did Ashanti give Fat Joe the box? Because it was kind of different from what we seen from the other versus battle, right? He was disrespecting all the other women and calling them all out their name and crackheads and disrespectful. And then Ashanti come out, you give her with a bag, a Birkin. And then when Irv Gotti say he had the box, seemed like crack was in his feelings. He went on live and was like, wait a minute. You a sucker for telling everybody y'all had sex and this and that and the other, da da da. And Irv Gotti like, wait a minute, I thought you was my boy, you was my homie. But that let me know how you really felt. That let me know how you really felt. So it's cool. So I'm like, how you gonna come and get in their business when you got your whole situation going on? And then you constantly disrespect everybody on Murder Inc. far as the women. Like, come on, Joe, gone somewhere. So I'm not feeling that or whatever. Another person, y'all, who I wanted to talk about, y'all. Shout out to Ashanti, too. Y'all go check out that Drink Champ. Y'all go check out that interview from Irv Gotti on Drink Champs. I want to talk about Brittany Garner, WNBA player that's over there in Russia, who was sentenced to 9 years. 9 years for cannabis oil. Some say it was prescribed. Some people say it wasn't. I thought I seen some valuable sources saying that it was prescribed from her doctor. And then I see other stuff that says it wasn't prescribed. So I really don't know how that situation went. But I got some harsh truths. My heart goes out to Brittany Garner and her family and her fans and everybody that support her around the world, because this is a very, very sad, heartbreaking story. I think I've been talking about this now like every other week. Every time I come on, I have to share BG's story, WNBA player, because I feel for this lady. Incarcerated in a third world country, alone. Nobody speaks English. If she don't know how to speak Russian, she gonna have to learn. She probably learning why she in there. So she was going back and forth over there, right? Going back and forth. Now, we didn't know that the war was actually gonna happen, but it been talks about it for a while now. It's been talks about it for a while. So my thing is, even if it was prescribed, right? Did she get it from over there trying to bring it back, or did she take it from the United States and get it through customs and then they caught her on the way back out? Because to me, I'm be honest, it seemed kind of set up-ish, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why it seemed kind of set up-ish. And then people was like, well, 9 years, that's a long time. It most definitely is a long time for some THC cartridges. Absolutely. But third world country laws are different. Very different from every country got their own different set of laws and rules that you have to follow. Do y'all remember when Nicki Minaj went to Dubai and wanted to kiss a security guard. She wanted to hug. I mean, wanted to hug him, not kiss him. I think it was a bodyguard or one of the guards standing outside of the building, one of the soldiers or somebody, and she wanted to actually touch him. And if she would have displayed public affection, she was looking at 10 years, because in Dubai, it's against the law to show public affection, right? Which is something we in the United States think is normal. So anyways, I just had to get that as an example. Just how every country has different set of laws. Just like this gun law rule. Like everybody think like, okay, the gun law passed, you can carry your gun, everybody, you can do all this shooting and commit all these crimes. And just because it's open carry, you would be able, man, you can't take every gun, every state. And I always have to tell people this, every state has a different set of gun laws. Know your laws before y'all go visiting these places and these tourist attractions in these different countries. Because what we used to in the United States, other countries is not on. Other states not on you carrying your gun in your glove compartment fully loaded and get pulled over. And then we hear the stories of our citizens getting gunned down on live or on TV because of the gun law. Everybody, not saying just the gun laws, we got disrespectful police, but we got respectful police too. We do. So it's just like that. So my thing with Brittany Garner is, what was the point in having the THC oil? What was the point for her? Cataracts or what? As a WNBA player, professional basketball player, is they supposed to even be taking THC like oil? We know THC is a herb. We know it's a herb. We know it can be used for medical treatments. That's not a mystery. But I don't think this was her first time doing it. I don't. If she never did it before, and whoever she was with in Russia, somebody had to know that she had this oil on her. Somebody had to tell her something like, hey, you can't take that across customs when you go. It seems like, she was playing sports over there, going back and forth to Russia. I don't think this was her first time taking it over there. And that's why I think it was a mistake, because maybe she had took it over there a couple times. It was medical use and never got in trouble. So it's like, I think it was a setup and they using her for bait. What?
I was just playing on the couch. I didn't let you know, so you know where I am.
Oh, I know. I see you. The dog is with you. You okay? Okay.
Come on, Bubba.
Bubba, get out. Get her, Tink. Thank you. Y'all, so listen, I feel like, because I got to kind of wrap this up now, too. I got to do her hair for school tomorrow, too. So I kind of feel like all of this kind of was set up-ish to me with BG, man. Like, I think they used her as a pawn for this whole prisoner of warfare, prisoner swap, or to have some kind of collateral on the United States. They knew who she was. This was not her first time going to Russia. She played sports from what they said. She was in a league over there, or some kind of doing something over there. I don't know if it was a league or like a winter program she was doing, or what the situation was, but it's not seeming like, from what I'm hearing and seeing, this is not her first time there. She was playing another league of sports over there, or doing something with coaching or something she was doing over there to get some money. And I think they knew that and was kind of using that as like a bait and switch thing, because this is sad for this young girl. And then they like, oh, well, she still can come home in 5 years, possibly, or they're going to get her out on the prison swap in the middle of a war. We don't know how long this war may go on, allegedly. We don't know that. Look how long the soldiers stayed in Iraq. We didn't know. It's sad. It is really sad. But like she said, she was like, it's an honest mistake. It was an honest mistake. I most definitely believe it was an honest mistake. I don't believe she did that intentionally. I really think it was a pure accident. And it was stupid. It was honestly stupid. Why would you want to bring THC over to United States? Man, if you would have, why she just couldn't leave that there and get some in the United States? It made no sense. It made no sense to even pack it and carry it through customs, knowing how everything is changing up with these airports, all these rules, and it's just too much going on to just be packing stuff that just don't make sense. For instance, Amari Shepherd, right? Ex-Cavalier player. I don't know who he is now. Tiana Taylor's husband. He go through the airport, get caught with a gun or a magazine clip or something, a clip or why? Like, what was the point in taking that through customs? I don't understand that. Why would you take a firearm or even the clipper one through customs? It made no sense. All this money people got, that's why I said money can't buy common sense. Money cannot buy common sense. I hate to give harsh truths. I do. But I kind of think I say stuff that people be wanting to say. And I feel bad for BG. But if I was in her situation, man, if I get millions like they got millions, you couldn't pay me to do some of the stuff that they do that just don't make sense. Like, why would he take the clip through the customs? Why would she take the THC through the customs? Why would Quando Rondo get on Instagram Live and text us and tell the world I'm fighting for my life? Why would Lil Duval go on Instagram Live while he's being life flighted for airlifted to y'all listen. These headlines are crazy. And then y'all, lastly, I want to talk about JD Youngin. Rest in peace, JD Youngin. I did a little commentary on JD Youngin when he first passed away, which I still stand on everything that I said in my commentary. But like I told y'all, I didn't know a lot of information about JD Youngin. I just knew what happened. It broke the news. The Corvette outside the house. It was crazy on the main street. So as I sat back and I got more information on JD Youngin and I listened to his story all over the internet, everybody was talking about it. Beauty shops, barbershops, grocery stores, everybody was talking about JD Youngin. For him to be so young, so talented, young, so talented, successful. It's sad. It is so sad how fast we are losing the youth to gun violence, men and women. It is getting so normal. Why is passing away young so normal now? Why have it became normalized to crash out? I can't understand it, y'all, for the life of me. I was on the phone with somebody today and I was saying it's like the OGs is outliving the young ones. Grandfathers and uncles and great aunts and cousins, everybody is outliving the young when the young is supposed to outlive the old. So when I sat back and I looked at life today with just seeing these headlines that I said is crazy. That's what I mean. What's going on with these headlines or whatever? I mean, they getting caught up in RICO indictments or they getting killed. I mean, I shouldn't have said that word. Y'all see, I did so good all live without saying that word. Hopefully it don't mess up my monetization, right? So I sit back and I'm like, it is normal to crash out. What have we became in society, or what have society created far as the www. The World Wide Web? Why is it that crashing out is normal. And people think if you not trying to crash out, that make you lame. You soft, you a goofy, or you lame because you chose or you choose not to crash out. So as we being conscious and watching a lot of people crash out, trying to keep it real is going wrong. Keeping it real is going wrong. Crashing out is being embraced. Find a balance and find peace in whatever it is that you do. Life is precious. Life is beautiful. As I sat back and just watched this young man, JD Youngin growth. I would say the last week, I just been seeing so much stuff and information on JD Youngin. Now we know on the internet, everything we see and hear, we can't always believe everything we see and hear is real, right? So, but as I'm sitting back and they keep talking about his dad and it seemed like, I don't know if the internet is trying to create the beef with the NBA YoungBoy situation allegedly with JD Youngin, or now they got Kodak Black allegedly beefing with NBA YoungBoy. What is going on around NBA YoungBoy? The demonic energy that's around him and people that's around him and a lot of these other rappers, it seems like it's getting caught up in these riffs. Which, look at a lot of the young folks, they idolize NBA YoungBoy and Lil Durk. And I'm not saying these young men not talented. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying the messages and what the internet is trying to do to create turmoil. And not just the internet, it's these labels playing it too. It's the labels too that's causing a lot of chaos within these rappers, you know? So I just want y'all to really sit back. Justice for JD Youngin. Sad situation. Very talented young man. But the lifestyle that a lot of these, do y'all hear the music? Do y'all hear the music? And then today, now we're not saying everything rappers, I don't think half of the stuff rappers talk about they live. I think it just be cap or the environment or things they experience. Some of them do be stepping like that. Some of them do be stepping and living like that. But a lot of them also, I think, just speak on the environments and situations that they in. So now with these RICO indictments coming, they using their lyrics against them. I mean, a lot of them is taking themselves out because they can't do no jail time. And a lot of them is crashing out. And then if they not crashing out, it's like the record labels is creating turmoils within the label, within the rappers that's spilling onto social media, which end up spilling into our communities. Because our kids listen to this or their friends listen to this. And some of us adults listen to some of it. So look at how much of a domino effect that this energy have in the world and also in our households. Right? Shout out to the Pipeline, y'all. Feel free to email me, pipelinenews2020@gmail.com. Pull up, park, comment, subscribe to the channel. Do me that one favor. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe to the channel. Until next time, y'all, I'm gone. And shout out to my new subs. I'm out of here.